you. Dad says you're a big Tesla fan.
Yes, I am.
And
I'm a Tesla fan, and I really like researching about them. And whenever I can find something out that's new about them that I don't know, I'll actually try to research that and see if that's actually true or not, because some things can be actually fake.
Really? Who would put fake Tesla news out there?
Some people do it. Like, I've seen this on the news where there's this Model 3 driver who was caught asleep, but that cannot be true. It was probably because Teslas, the Model 3s do not have full self-driving yet.
Okay.
You have to keep your hands on the wheel, and he had no hands on the wheel, so it would have been warning him and stopping.
I see. Could he have made something to make the car think his hands were on the wheel?
No, the system would block that.
I would. Okay, so tell me which, I'm sorry, I interrupted with a question, so I'm going to let you start from the beginning.
Oh, it's okay.
And then I will ask questions galore, okay? Okay, so the table is yours.
Okay, so Tesla Model X has a 5-star crash test rating, so if an officer gets in an accident, they would probably be okay.
That's good to know.
And it's hard to roll over because that low center of gravity, because they put the battery pack on the bottom of the car. So even if it gets on the roof of the car, if it has enough force in it, it will get on the wheels, and I'm pretty sure it will have no broken windows if it's on sand.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
So you can get away.
So we can drive it on the beach.
That's awesome.
But you don't want to get in a ton of water.
No.
Destroy the battery.
It's not meant to go in the water, I get it.
And if you have this feature enabled, you have emergency braking.
Okay. And what does that mean?
Where the car uses the 3 cameras on the front,
Okay.
which is in the mirror part.
Okay.
Not like in the mirrors on the side, the one in the
The one
windshield.
right up here in the rearview mirror part? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the cameras are on top of that. If it sees or uses it sees the car in front of it, and if you're getting too close, it will use the emergency braking on there, and it has 12 ultrasonic sensors to help prevent collisions.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing.
The Tesla Model X performance is really good. It has an aerodynamic design for speed. The Tesla Model X has 518 horsepower, and the top speed with ludicrous mode off is 150 miles per hour, because that's the limit they set for it. But when you have it turned off, it takes that limit off, and you can go 280.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Which is a lot of madness.
That is a lot. That's ludicrous, right? Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it goes fast.
It does go fast.
And the cost, so we got these numbers from the Fremont Police Department.
Okay.
Their Tesla Model S was $74,000, and their Ford was $40,500. Charging for 5 years on their Tesla Model S was $5,130. For the fuel for 5 years for the Ford, it was $32,297. So the total for the Tesla is $79,130. The total for the Ford is $72,797. So only with $2,000 more dollars, maybe about $1,300 more dollars, you could afford the Tesla.
That's amazing. I had no idea.
So fuel for 5 years on the Ford costs $32,000. So it's a lot cheaper to use a Tesla, even though it's a lot more expensive. It saves you a lot of money.
That makes perfect sense.
And Teslas also help the environment with carbon emissions. The Tesla uses 22,421 pounds of carbon emissions. That's because it uses the power off the superchargers, or when they charge it.
Okay.
From there, normally use coal to power it, so that technically counts as it making carbon emissions.
Okay.
And the Ford produces 211,000 pounds of carbon emissions. The difference, 188,579 pounds of carbon emissions.
That is craziness.
Mm-hmm.
And is that over the 5-year life expectancy, or is that per year?
I do not know,
Okay. That's still a significant amount, isn't it?
but I think it's a year.
Okay. It's amazing.
The cool factor is that it has smart air suspension, so
Okay.
as an instance, like if you need to go off-road or something and you have it in low suspension, it notices that it's really bumpy, so it raises the suspension automatically.
Okay.
And you can summon your Tesla to you.
You can summon your Tesla. Now, this is kind of like Batmobile kind of stuff. What does that mean?
Summon means it will automatically drive itself to you if you do it off your phone.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Now, you just steer it on your phone, or do you just like come to me and it knows where you are and it will drive itself to you?
I think it'll come out. I think it'll go to you in the enhanced summon, but in the beta summon, you can just summon it forward and backwards using the key or the phone.
That's amazing.
And the Tesla can park itself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
For parallel parking and normal parking, but not those sideways ones, or else it'll go in weird and probably hit a car.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. And then you have Sentry Mode. It is a security system to help protect the car so people can stop steal. So if for an instinct, like you're off and you're doing something with your kids or you're on vacation and someone tries to break in it, like if they're banging on the windows or looking in, if you get this feature set up properly, it will record them looking through and into the car, and when they bang on the windows or try and break it, it uses the sound sensors inside of the car to listen to hear what's happening, and if it hears that, it will set off some really loud music and start playing the horn.
Really?
Yes.
That is amazing.
So like if somebody tried to steal a rifle out of a car.
Yes.
Okay.
That's cool.
And you would be alerted on your phone.
You would be at the same time. Oh
Yes.
my gosh. That is amazing. Will it take a
And
picture
you
of the
can-
guy breaking in?
No. It uses the cameras on the front and the sides of the car, but it does not use the backup camera.
Okay.
And you are getting a call right now.
I am, but you're more important than that call, so I'm going to do this and go, bloop. You can wait and they can leave a voicemail. Because you are my guest.
So, and it records all that, and it alerts you, and that, and they'll get off. And Sentry Mode will automatically turn off when it sees no more motion for like 2 or 3 minutes.
Really? That's
Or maybe
amazing. So will it turn itself back on then if it senses motion later?
If it senses people peeking into the car.
Peeking into it, okay.
Because I've been hearing lots of car alarms going off lately for some reason. And it seems weird. I don't know why, but it's probably because they have a kid that keeps pressing the button.
Oh, that could be. Is that personal experience?
It's because I've heard it like 2 days now, but
Okay.
they finally got it to stop.
You probably need somebody to tell them how to work it, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
So why don't you tell the chief about the Tesla that we rented for your birthday?
So we rented a 2016 or 15 Tesla Model X.
Okay.
It was like a 95D. It was really nice. It had white interior. It was white exterior. It was very nice. On the highway, it was silent. It was really nice. The only thing you could hear was the little motor,
Okay.
the electric motor. That was the only thing you could hear on the highway or on roads. But when you go really fast, you can immediately hear it and feel how fast it's going because it puts your head right back into the seat.
Really?
Mhm.
It's that the acceleration is that good?
Yes, and if you get a Tesla Model X P100D Ludicrous mode, you can get up to 60 miles an hour in 2.6 seconds.
That is incredible. Is that the one where it goes 280 miles an hour then afterwards?
Yes.
And you can buy those in the United States?
Yes.
And did you and your dad have ludicrous mode turned off?
That Tesla did not have
Oh, it didn't
ludicrous
have
mode.
it. Okay.
All Teslas do not come with ludicrous mode.
Oh, they don't? Okay.
You have to buy it, and it costs us $20,000. It costs us that because you have to upgrade the metal, upgrade the batteries, and upgrade all kinds of stuff to make the car a lot more safe because you get a way quicker acceleration, and if you crash at a higher speed, you could definitely kill yourself if you didn't get all that stuff upgraded. So you want to get that stuff all upgraded. So that's why it cost us $20,000 to get ludicrous mode.
Okay. That makes perfect sense. You should put that $20,000 in the bank too for a speeding ticket.
Yeah.
No cop would ever catch you, probably.
Yeah, because you can't go 280 miles an hour.
That's crazy. That's ludicrous. That's a good name for that mode. Okay, what else do you have?
That's about it for today.
Okay, can I ask some questions?
Yes.
So what is the battery life on a Tesla? Is it 5 years or is it longer?
The battery life can last for 315 miles.
I'm sorry. Okay, so let's go there. 315 miles with a full charge.
Yes.
Okay. How long does it take to charge it?
30 minutes would probably give you a full charge,
Oh, really?
and 15 minutes would give you 150 miles.
Oh, that's not bad then.
Mm-hmm.
And is that with the rapid charger system?
The supercharger?
Supercharger?
Yes.
Okay. And does that come with the car, or how does it? Is that something you have to install separately? Do you know?
It comes with the car, but you have to pay for it. But it's very cheap.
Oh, do you know what that cost is?
Normally for like 30 minutes, it's like $6.
Oh, okay. Do you know? Do the batteries in the car ever have to be replaced? Will they ever get old?
Sometimes they do, because I've seen it happen on YouTube before where people's battery dies and it doesn't work anymore.
Okay.
So they get it replaced and then it's fine for like a few months. But I'm pretty sure the 2018 model should have a good battery that could last a long life.
Oh, very good. And tell me, you said there's a police department who's using them. Who is that?
Vermont Police Department.
And did they use it to transport people who are under arrest, or is it just for their
People
bosses?
who are under arrest.
Oh, really? And it works out okay for them?
Yes.
That's awesome. So tell me, what's the biggest negative to using a Tesla as a police car? Why would you not want to use a Tesla as a police car?
I do not. Well, it's actually harder to figure out how to see what the measurements are on it. Because if you put the bar too big and it goes onto the Falcon Wing doors, it could break it or break the Falcon Wing doors, and you don't want that to happen because you'd have to replace a $100,000 car, which is not good. So you need to get the measurements perfect. And some people actually got it to work. If you go onto the website and you search Tesla Model X police car, some people got it to work, but I bet you they probably aren't using it.
Okay. So you gave me a whole lot of advantages to using a Tesla as a police car.
Yes.
Can you sum them up? Tell me what they are. Number one is this. Number two is this.
I would say like if someone's on the highway and they're like trying to get around cars quickly, you could easily catch up to them because you have that electric motor.
Okay.
So you could easily just catch up to them because you have that instant power.
So we'd have shorter pursuits.
Yes.
Okay.
And if your battery's about to die, and you can turn on regenerative braking, which will automatically brake for you, and it will charge the battery.
From the braking.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. That is awesome. So you would recommend a Tesla as a police car is what I'm hearing.
Yes, a Tesla Model X I would recommend as a police car.
Okay. That's awesome. I appreciate your time. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I do not.
Okay, so how old are you?
8 years old.
8 years old. You did a remarkable job. Were you nervous coming in here talking to me?
A little nervous.
A little nervous?
I started figuring out that Teslas were a thing when I was in first grade.
Really? And tell me about that.
It's because someone who was in second grade when I was in first grade, they had a Tesla, and I really liked the car, so I got close to it, and I read the back part of it, and it said Tesla. So I went on to the so when I got home that day, I went on to the internet and researched Tesla, and there was all kinds of photos on Teslas, and I'm just like, that's a car, is that what it's called? No, it was not what it was called, that was the brand name.
I see. So have you seen, where do they sell Teslas? Can you buy a Tesla here in Fort Collins?
No, you cannot. You have to buy them off of their website, and you get them delivered to you, or you get them delivered to the closest store or showroom, I should say, and you get the car.
So do you know where the closest showroom to us is? Is there one in Colorado?
No, there is one in Denver.
Okay.
You can go onto their website and look for shows and showrooms, and it will show you all the superchargers, showrooms, and home chargers, and places to fix your car, Tesla.
That's amazing. Have you by chance written a letter to Mr. Elon Musk at all? Do you know who he is?
No, I have not.
So he's the president of Tesla. He's the guy who came up with the idea.
And he also came up with SpaceX and Solar City. He uses Solar City to help charge the Teslas in California with the superchargers.
He does. That's amazing. He's a pretty smart guy, huh?
Yes.
I bet he'd love to hear from you. I think that'd be cooler to send him a letter or an email, huh?
I wish I could.
Well, I think there's probably a way. You know what, Jack? You did an amazing job, and I appreciate your time. I know adults who are probably 4 times your age who can't give a presentation as well as you did. So you did an amazing job, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You have any questions for me?
No, I do not.
All right. Good job. Nicely done. So tell me about your watch.